So I believe you're supposed to see my screen now. Nod, say yes
You're
in
good.
the chat
You're
if
good.
you do. Oh,
Yes.
nice. Wonderful. It's a great start. It's a great start. Okay, we have already the Q&A. Okay, the Q&A actually works in the chat, not, come on. All right, so let's work with it. So in any case, if you have something to say, and meanwhile, we don't have the chat kind of active and running, as Alex already noticed, you can go to the Q&A and just post something there. Don't worry about spamming it. Okay, worry about spamming it. It's not cool, but just write your things there, please, meanwhile. All right, so welcome everybody to the first Novo live release. This is our first live release, and we are all excited. We cannot say that it was prepared perfectly, but it's a start, and we really hope that you will help us to make it perfect this time and the all future times. And we are really excited to be here and to share with you what we already have done and to celebrate our wins with you and to thank you for being with us and helping us moving forward and grow. So let's jump into it. All right. So welcome. Yeah, as you can see, we have a really cool design team from Pixel Point. So this is the first shout out to them. I hope they will see it eventually. I mean, sometimes I think that they kind of bias to the DC kind of Justice League, but that's fine. Okay. So first of all, the giveaway. So the giveaway is the crucial, cool, kind of fun part of every live presentation and of every event. So we will have it too. And the giveaway will be in 2 rounds. So basically, once we will send you the link for the first round of the giveaway, which will be a bit later during this event, please just go there, fill the form. It's a Google form, and you will be added to the competition. And after that, we will just do kind of a random pick from those who filled the form. And yeah, and you will get the swag. So as you can see, I'm wearing the Novu shirt. Unfortunately, my colleagues, okay, no, Dima has it. And Omer didn't have time to get synced with us on this. But in any case, just believe that he got it and you could get it as well. So feel free to fill the form. It's free, it's fun, it's great, and you can wear it in any place you go. And it's also come with the cool stickers. All right, so what is Novu? Yeah.
So Emil, just a sec before that, did you put the link somewhere? For
I will put the link once once we will come to the first round. I will post the link in the chat.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. Okay, so first we want just kind of do a quick recap for those who maybe don't completely sure, or maybe even new first time who comes to this live event and want to know what Novu is all about. So Dima, I really would be happy if you could jump in and share with us what we have so far, what is Novu, what it's solving, etc.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So first of all, Novu is really came to be out of really a pain point Tomer and I felt in building products in the previous year. So all of those times we kind of figure out we couldn't find anything kind of as of a notification infrastructure, like this piece within our products that can actually glue together the communication channels with our existing customers. So this is something that you can use on multiple channels. So it might be over email, SMS, chat, push, and kind of orchestrating it all together, and even having this notification center embedded within the application. So we ended up building it from scratch again and again. And I think really once we realized, kind of we ideated and kind of got this on a whiteboard of, hey, can Novo be real? Like, can we create it as an external service? Can we use it as an API? And like piece by piece, it really started to take shape. And once we kind of had the initial thoughts, we created really the first GitHub repository out there. And I think this was the point that we kind of really seen how much of you guys, specifically the people here right now as well, experienced it as well, like from previous companies you've done. You've built it yourself, you kind of felt the pains of maintaining those systems. And really Novo is about providing a single API to manage kind of all communication channels under a single roof, and is providing this the missing notification infrastructure, where you've seen companies like maybe Stripe or some maybe other parts that kind of take the pain of building it from scratch for you. Novo is really here to provide the same kind of concept when it comes to the notification section of your applications. So we kind of released the first version. I think it was around like the official platform with all the API and the web management platform. I think it was around like 4 months ago, 4 or 3 months ago. And since then, there was a lot of effort performed by the entire community and also some of the core Novo members. So we released quite a lot of stuff. So a new workflow editor to kind of create, and it was a first step to providing like a better way to create more complex workflows within Novo, releasing new communication channels, the notification center, the React embed, which we provided, and really kind of the first step in managing multiple environments with the environment support, the amazing integration store, which I think we have right now more than 20, even 30 different delivery providers across multiple channels that couldn't made possible without the help of all of you here. So I'm really excited about this release, and I'm more than excited about what's about to come in the future. And yeah, I think that's Novo in a nutshell. Emil, back to you.
In a nutshell, yeah, I like it. And for those of you or maybe doesn't know that, because it's kind of a trivia question, but Novo will be celebrating tomorrow 1 year since it's kind of was open as a repository. So yay. I don't know if even Dima remembers that or not.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so it's really cool, and it makes me really happy, and it makes me even happier than we can do this all together, and that the live release is actually day before, and it's really cool. So the next thing that we would like to slightly touch is what we have so far. So beside the problem, beside what the project solve, we would like to highlight the previous things that we worked on the previous releases. So Dima, could you slightly touch that before we continue?
Yeah, sure. And maybe I can kind of do a quick screen share here, so we can maybe all see it. So can you see my screen here?
I will stop my sharing. All right.
Let's see. Do I need to do anything special to be out there? Your screen sharing live.
I stopped my screen sharing, so you can go.
Yeah, I'm sharing. You can see it, Alex? Yeah, I can see some of the folks seeing it. Okay,
yeah, I can see it too. Yeah,
it's great. So as some of you know, this is really the Novo interface, and this is really the initial kind of effort was to providing kind of a place where you can really manage and make sure you can create templates, you can manage them. And the initial place, I think, that kind of we starting is all starts from the notification templates and the workflow templates you can actually create. So when creating a template, I think you'll see some kind of future glimpse of the next demo. Basically providing a way to create a really kind of interactive workflow editor where you can create kind of more complex using multiple channels. So things like adding an email message, an in-app, and triggering it all from the same place. In the recent version, we released kind of the new notification center actions, where you can actually provide actions when a user receives the notification. So you can do things like really inline engagement with some of the users. So you can say, things like accept friend requests or answer to some requests that you've been made for the user. And this one was really kind of one of the requested things we have, and we already started kind of to see the use and engagement and the kind of really exciting things people are doing with it. So I'm super excited about it and looking forward to see what you can achieve with it and what sort of kind of interactions you can provide within the notification center for your own users. Another kind of and really exciting things we've released previously is the actual notification feeds. And if you're familiar with more sort of like a lot of tools these days and tools like Notion, and they provide you kind of a way to separate notifications into multiple feeds. And this is kind of what is this about. So you can create things. So imagine you're some sort of a social network where you want to have some social events part of one feed. And once you kind of create that, you can also have this system updates feed. And what it will do, it will actually separate the notification center in those kind of two tabs. So you can actually separate specific types of notification under each feed, and your users can actually see it in the correct context there. So all of this is already available, and you can actually already go and kind of check it out on the web.novo.co platform. So the amazing workflow editor activity feed. This is basically seeing how the notifications you're sending and the users who are sending and trying to debug kind of some sort of the deliverability issues you might have. And this is something we've heard a lot from you, kind of already a lot of feedback on and ways to improve that. And Omar will touch about it soon when he will speak about the roadmap, kind of the next steps. A brand new integration store providing all of the amazing integrations the community has created over the past year. And this is kind of continue to grow from week to week. So really amazing job for all of you. And yeah, I think this is kind of on the high level modules of the system. And when going and looking deep into more of kind of contextual models we have, and from the latest release, I think some of you can recognize the actual digest engine. And the digest engine is a way to really take multiple events coming in, and instead of spamming your users with like a lot of emails or push notifications, we can actually collect all of those events. And after the digest kicks in, what we can actually do is we can send a single email containing all of the events. So imagine things like, hey, look, and maybe on some social platforms you're familiar with is like, John and maybe 5 other people have liked your photo, instead of you getting like these 6 push notification. Maybe you got a bit more trending on Instagram, you know, and we've been trending on GitHub as well the past week, and they could use digest system too.
Yeah.
So that's briefly, there's really a lot to it, and we could spend the entire day speaking about kind of the latest changes and the updates we've had over the past year, but really excited about kind of the contents of this new release. So back to you, Emil.
Wonderful. And I'm sharing my screen again, just nod that you see it. So you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so thank you, Dima. It's really kind of hard to squeeze everything that we did so far into the amount of time that we have, which is a bit unfortunate. But in any case, you always free and welcome to join our Discord. Go to our GitHub page and see everything for yourself. Go over the change logs. And if you have something that you would like maybe to suggest, something that you think that is missing, it's the place to go, and this is the place to ask. So feel free to do so. In the meanwhile, we will continue. So let's talk about 0.7 numbers. So this is kind of a really cool slide. I personally like it when I was working on it. So as you can see, and it's something that we probably will do between every release, we kind of will put the amount of code that was added and amount of code that was deleted between every release, just to see the comparison and to see how it's actually growing, which is crazy. All right. We had 30 contributors this release. We had 129 pull requests. We had this is more of a social, of course, but again, it's part of the community, and it's something that we are even more proud to share. The fact that our community is keep on growing. So we have more followers on Twitter, for instance. Our Discord members number kind of increased, and over the last release, we had over 3,500 GitHub stars added to the project, which is it's crazy. All right, we were trending for some time over GitHub, and I think that we still trending if you will filter to the month. Yeah, so it's kind of my personal favorite thing to do, kind of wake up, fire up the computer and go over GitHub to see the explore and to see, is Novu there? Well, okay, it's not really there like for today, but if I will filter it for the month, I see it. So it kind of really warms my heart. In any case, you can also see that we had 28 issues open this release, and those numbers should just go up. I mean, if you have any suggestion, any issue, any bug, anything that you think that could possibly benefit the project overall, and that you think that may be cool, do it. I mean, it's not costing anything, and people would like to work on it and to contribute, and we would love to see even more. So yeah, that's about the numbers for this release. We also want to thank all our contributors. So of course, we could not just go and mention everyone who contributed in any amount of code, but we do wanted to just say thanks and to show our gratitude and to give our the kudos for being there, for doing this extraordinary work and contribution. And we wanted to just mention those notable contributors. So Dima, would you like maybe to also mention our friends here and what they did?
Yeah, sure. So I think it's really, as Emil just mentioned, we had like around, like we tried, hey, how can we do this slide? And it's like so many faces and so many amazing people contributed. So I'll try maybe like briefly touch on some of the kind of bigger contributions we have. And I'm quite sure I forgot some of them, and forgive me for that. And as always, you can see the whole list and every contribution that was made and with the person who actually helped with it.
Yeah.
You can see it on the release tag, but really a few amazing people we had to collaborate, and some of them are quite new to Novu, and I'm really excited about. So we have team Venarius from GitHub. Hi team. We have Maurir, Pawan, Powell, Rutam, Ronnie, and really a lot of amazing other people. We had Lian and Prudoman, and there's I feel bad that we have to we have so low real estate. So we had quite a lot of changes kind of, and really pushed from the community members and from our contributors during this release, and this kind of suggestions we didn't even think about. And there was like a lot of initiatives from all the people contributed to this version of just walking over the system, looking something they think could be better, and kind of just doing that. And I'm really thankful for your contributions, and thank you all for taking part of this version.
Something that I would also like to mention, of course, with the time, we will find even better ways to highlight you guys and those who contributing and those who helping us. And just believe me, it's only the start, all right? But beside that, something that we released quite some time ago, I don't really recall when exactly it was, but our producer of this particular live event, Novo, came with the idea of community heroes. Basically, it means that you can go and have a badge of your contribution, and basically it's like an honor badge that you can embed in your GitHub profile. You can go to our website, to novu.co, and to, I think it calls community heroes. I don't recall how, what's the...
It's novu.co/contributors. I can also
/ contributors. Great. So you can see your actual image, your actual GitHub profile there, and you can go and get your badge and put it there. And I think it could be really cool. So just go do it. It's like a small thing, but it's I think it could be really nice to have it on your GitHub profile. So go do it. All right. And we have our first giveaway round. So we had, we will have 2 giveaway rounds, as I said in the beginning. And this is going to be the first. So Dima, if you could maybe just share the link over the chat so people could go and fill it. We will,
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just give me a sec. Okay, I think it's this one, and let me share it over the chat.
Cool. Cool. If you are excited to win this giveaway and to win this kit, just put a thumbs up in the chat or something and say yay, or don't say yay. I don't know. Just express your excitement somehow. Yeah.
But
okay.
Before that, copy the form link, because it will be lost with the sea of comments.
Oh yeah, that's right. You should first go and fill the form.
All
right.
I will paste it from time to time just so people don't lose it.
Yeah. So we will give like 2-3 minutes to fill this out before we will continue with our event, because we also want to already pick the winners, kind of just rolled it, and we will announce it so you could have your chance to win it now or maybe win it later. So yeah. One of the things that I want just to make sure, I don't know how many of you are part of our Discord server, and if you're not, go be a part of our Discord server, because we are cool people, so many bright minds, so many nice people that are just willing to help in any way. Seriously, even if it's not Novo related, just join there, join our community, and we will help you, and we will do everything to welcome you and make you feel right at home. So Omer, Dima, how do you think it's going so far?
I think it's doing great. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Who is going to win this swag? I'm like, can I apply for that?
Well, you already have the sweatshirt, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
my wife took the shirts. Actually, I really need this shirt.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
you just need to realize that it's so cool shirt that your partner will want to steal it from you. So we also, before, I think we will have like another minute, but meanwhile, I just want to also share with you, like briefly, the fact that we already starting to prepare to the Oktoberfest. And if Dima will open a bit his sweatshirt, you can see the Hack Squad is the initiative that started last year, kind of as an extension for Oktoberfest. And for those of you who doesn't know what it means, or doesn't know what's the point of it, or even that you just hear it for the first time, it's basically a month, like whole October, that is dedicated to contribute to open source projects. So many people are joining. Last year, I think it was like 1.5 million, right?
I think something around this, yeah.
Yeah, so Yeah, it's really crazy numbers, and with every year it's kind of keep growing because people understand that open source is the way to go with solutions, with developing things, with innovation, and this is like the way to kind of go and be part of this even bigger community, which is open source. So you can get the Hack Squad kind of initiative swag, and you could also get the Oktoberfest official, but we will touch that later on. So the time is up. I hope that you all filled the form, because right now we will go here. Great. So we have for now 16 people, including test. So test will not be included. All right, so we kind of go with the more common method.
High-tech solution. I think we should do a hackathon for a raffle software next time.
Yeah, probably. So it's going to be from 2 to 16. Are you ready, guys? Unfortunately, it's not gonna do the build up properly. It's like instantly dropping you the random number. So
Like,
are you guys ready? I will do the
drum roll, please.
10. Okay, who is 10? Let's see. 10. Oh, George. Okay, I hope that it's not our George. Okay, if it's our George, it doesn't count. But
I think he is. Did he register?
George, did you register? Because if not, it's not cool.
I think we can do another round just to be in case.
Okay.
Who wants
yeah,
the
we can go
swag?
for another one.
Oh man!
But look at you, lucky you. It's like all the numbers. I think we can do another one, and we can send George as well. Just so
yeah, we will send George swag as well. No, you didn't want. You didn't want. It doesn't count. Okay, 6. Okay, wait. Sorry, we didn't.
Drum roll, drum roll.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes.
Shem, right?
Shem. Yes.
Shem?
Nice.
Yay! How you doing? Congratulations. So yeah, you won a swag. Congratulations. You are in the green. By the way, George, you are going to be painted red. Yeah, congratulations. So feel free to reach out to me on Discord, and I will send you the link to Phil in order just to know where to send it. And we will do like 3 more. All right. So are you guys ready? Say that you're ready.
Yep.
Drum roll. Come on.
Oh, wow. Right now.
Roll.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing that now. There. Afterwards, we will do again. 9. Okay, who is 9? We have Alex. Alex, you won. Woo-hoo!
Congrats.
Yeah, so cool. Let's congratulate
Alex has been with us like so long ago. I'm excited you got this.
It's crazy. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, let's do another one. 3. Who is 3? Okay, 3. We have Molik.
Yes.
I hope that I pronounce it right.
Yes.
Amazing. So congratulations, Molik. How are you here? Yeah, that's me. Yay. Woohoo. And okay, I said 3 more, so we have 1 more. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
4. Who is 4? It's Misha, right? Misha. I hope that I read it right. Misha. You can roll. Okay. What? Mitka, is it you? Seriously? You had a typo?
Nice. Yeah, it's Mitka. I think it's Mitka.
Okay, it's Mitka. It's probably Mitka. Licked. Okay.
The real name is leaked. I gotcha.
Oh no.
We have some things revealed live.
Oh no. It's terrible right now. Anonymous is yeah, it's no longer relevant. Okay, so later words, just DM me or I will DM you. Probably it's better that you will DM me, so I could send you the link to fill in order for the swag to come into be delivered to your door. And let's continue. So right now we continue with the demo, and right now we do the push and direct features. So Dima, take it from here.
Yeah, sure, would love to. So really, first of all, before we kind of start with the push and direct, I really wanted to thank, I think one of the people who really pushed the push notifications. Did you see what I did there?
We saw, come on, you're good. Nice.
And this is really Ronnie, which I wanted to kind of thank him for this. He needed it for his very cool platform that he's building, and maybe we will also share. Is called Grita, which you can look on GitHub as well. And they needed push, so Novo was missing this functionality, so he decided just to go and do this. And like one morning I wake up and I see this huge pull request of almost like all the work needs to be done for the push channel, so I'm really excited about this.
Crazy, crazy.
So thank you. And I think from there, a lot of kind of other folks jumped and helped to kind of bring it to where it is, and there's still a lot more we want to kind of fix and improve there. But let's start with a quick demo. So I will be sharing my screen here.
Go for it.
All right. So I will kind of do both the push and the chat integrations kind of simultaneously, so you can see how awesome it is to send on all of those channels using just a single kind of trigger, so to speak. So the first thing is to notice is that once you go for the integration store, we could see two new categories added for the integration store. So the first one would be the chat integrations, and this one is Slack and Discord. So and all of them can be configured. Don't worry, all of those are public keys, so you can don't use them. They're public, so it's fine. So this one is for Slack, and we also created some awesome guides on the documentation side. And the other one would be the FCM, and FCM is really the first integration that Ronnie has actually pushed, and we are now working on finalizing also APNS for iOS devices as well. So once you configured really the integrations down below, and this is kind of the root level configurations, once you've done that, another thing you would notice is once you are creating a new notification, we have those channels available here. So from now on, you can configure the push, and you also can configure the chat integration. So the chat will be a unified kind of way to send also to Discord, to Slack. Soon, hopefully, we'll also have Microsoft Teams and WhatsApp and all of those platforms out there to kind of provide this functionality. So once you configure those channels, and we currently started as a very kind of first approach to get it out there, and with the time we also provide more customizations. So once you go there, you can provide the content, and this is very similarly to what you know right now with Novu. So you can use handlebar syntax to actually kind of create variables, loop over things, and create more kind of rich template designs there. And whatever is not available here and you can't configure here, for example, if you want to configure maybe the sound or other parameters, or things like deep links, we provide an overrides API that was also added for the trigger event. So in the trigger, you can now provide an override for different providers and FCM, and you can actually provide all the parameters if you would want to send them to FCM. And with the time, we'll also enhance also the editor for those. So you can actually configure them on a root level for all the push providers and kind of have a unified place to manage that. And if you need to override like a provider-specific configuration, you can always do that with the overrides API. So this one about it. And to demonstrate this, we created a nice small application with FCM. And kind of the thing we wanted to do here is instead of only showing it on the Android emulator, is to really show the power of FCM. So David created a beautiful mobile mode here, which you can see is also available on the web. So we did like a nice Android design here for people kind of get familiar to it. And the reason we're doing this is to provide kind of to show you how you can use FCM to actually not only do a mobile push, but you can do it for things like web push and also in like real-time engagement with it as well. So I've created a simple workflow here, which basically says that whenever a trigger is happening, we are going to send this over 3 channels. So we're doing chat, push, and the in-app notification center embedded. I'm using, I connected the notification center of Novu for this trigger. So you can actually see it here, just for it easier to us to interact with it. And the way we are doing this, and this is as kind of as usual, we are triggering an event. I'm using here Postman with actually providing a very simple template here. And this will just say, somebody new has joined our live event, and you can obviously use it for your own use cases, depending on your applications. And I believe you have a lot of ideas already what to do with it. So when I'm going to trigger this notification, the first thing we could see is that if I trigger it right now, you can also see that I'm getting on the notification center. So once it's triggered, we can actually see it real-time updates inside the actual demo event. And we just created a small listener for FCM to kind of catch this FCM event and show it. If you would use a device ID from an actual mobile device, it would be a push notification. And also a nice thing that I think maybe let's try like this. I know they also provided, actually discovered it accidentally, and it was like, oh, that's super cool. So if you are not currently active on the tab, let's see if it worked. Maybe I disable some of the actual permissions I have. They actually also send like a web push notification. I'll figure out like the setup for it right now, but it should work like also out of the box without not a lot of extra configuration. So it also provides the same notification as a web push if you actually allow it inside the permissions of the app. So when we trigger those notifications, I've also set up a small Slack integration here. So you can see we actually also got with the same trigger, we actually got also another 3 events coming in for the Slack configuration. And let's send another one, and maybe we can take the name of one of the winners. So we can take Misha.
Yeah, let's do
it. And once we say another trigger and we go back to the Slack integration, we actually could see Misha that just joined the live event, and he just won the swag kit. So this is like, you know, two things at a time. And the cool thing about this is specifically also with the Discord integration is that you could actually say, create content, a single content for all the providers we have right now, which I know it's only 2, but really soon we'll have a lot more. And depending on the subscriber and the preferences he has, so for example, he might be connected to Discord or Slack or any other channel, we will actually route the notification to his integration. So you can allow a lot of more flexibility to your users to get these messages actually where they want. And if you are curious kind of on the behind the scenes and the way we actually did that is that we are currently supporting the webhook API from those chat message providers. And this is really the quickest way to actually send the notifications. And some of this information, you can find it on our documentation site. So you can see this new section here, and you can always go and kind of read some of the guides. A lot of this work is also something we constantly improve. So if you have any feedback, feel free to raise an issue, kind of add your suggestions of maybe how this can be a bit clear to integrate. And looking forward really to hearing your feedback on this one. So as I mentioned, a lot of more providers for those 2 new channels will be added. And if you actually have some providers you would love to see, go ahead, create an issue for this. And I'm sure kind of we can get to it and really make these new channels explode with amazing new providers, which we actually couldn't even think about it ourselves. So that was the push and chat. And thank you for listening. And Emil, back to you.
back to me. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope that everything was clear, because I know that Dima is really putting a lot of efforts, and you can just hear how much he cares about it, and with how much passion he talks about it. And I really like it. I hope that you can see it as well. It's really important. Yeah, so before we will jump into the next the next demonstration, which is actually about the user preferences, we have another round of giveaways. Yay! So
Nice.
Dima, if you could again just send the link for the form, and we will give like another minute to fill it out, and before we will pick another 3 winners. All right, even 4. We'll pick another 4 winners. Yeah.
So the
We're going
link is
large.
available in chat again. Let's see
Yes,
if more people
wags.
have new people joining in.
This might be the best lottery I've ever seen. Like, your chances of being picked is like more than 70%.
To be honest, unfortunately I didn't see that, but on the event also been streaming on my Twitch channel.
Oh, so now I'm famous.
Yeah.
I finally, I wanted to get on your Twitch and I just couldn't, and I'm just glad I did finally.
You actually
And you
were
don't
on
think,
my,
I'm
on my
asking,
Twitch.
can I get to your Twitch, please? And like,
You were
that's
there.
my way.
You were there.
Huge
You were
release
there.
on it's what got me there.
Yeah, actually, I think that with every release, it's going to be better and better, and with much more audience, because I also kind of noticed that we are not streaming on YouTube as for now, which is kind of sucks. But and next time, I believe that we will have even more people, and something that is really we need to make sure is that the chat will be integrated from all the platforms. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. So I hope you all filled the form. It looks like this. I can't say that it's the best design, but you know, the simplicity is your best friend. So, oh, wow, we have much more people. Okay.
So we have maybe, I think people registered a couple of times. It was a confusion. So if you already registered, you should.
Yeah. Okay. If you already won a swag, I don't know. I mean, it's actually says here, you can win swag only once. Okay. We said that. I said that. But yeah, let's, in any case, let's go and do the randomizer. Okay.
But I think we need to now 25. Yeah.
25, right? 25. Okay, so it's from we will do from 5 to 25. All right, because I see that the first 2 already been picked.
By the way, people from the audience, anybody know like a nice raffle project on GitHub we could use next time? We actually tried to look one, but we just ended up doing this which beautiful way, I think. But I always send this nice kind of circles on like all the drum rolls.
That's right. So we actually missed already the drum rolls, but the number 21 was picked. And who is 21? Mulik. You already won.
He already won.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to do this kind of orange. Okay. You see, we have already 3 colors. Come on. Let's do it again. Okay, I think it was 22, right? I don't know. I mean, I pressed that and then it was 22 really briefly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the word 22. Gali is right. So 22 is Shashin. Sashin.
Nice.
Yay. You won, my friend. So cool that you were here and now you won a swag. Nice. So we have 3 more people. Yeah, 3 more. Actually, I already pressed. So we have 13 as well. Who is 13? Oh, Rutam Prita. I said it right? I believe that I said it right. Yay, congrats. I hope that you are here. I hope that you are happy. Are you happy? Just write in the chat, I'm happy. Yay, okay, yay, it will work. Okay, do the drum roll because we have 2 more people. Okay, right now do the drum roll, Rima. Omer, come on. Yeah, we need music here. 22, we were 22. Okay, let's
Can't
go
even
again.
do drum rolls because
9.
9. Nice.
We had 9? I think we had 9. Yeah, we had 9. 9 is Alex. Oh, come on. Is it really random? I don't believe it's random anymore.
Nothing is random with computers.
15. Okay, 15. 15, Anuch, right? I believe that I said it right. Anuch, congrats. You won. Woohoo. Is Anuch here? Yeah, Novo is kind of excited. Novo is excited for Anuch.
Love the drum roll.
Hey, great. Okay, and I think one more, right? One more. I lost counting.
We had, I think, 3. We can do the last one.
Yeah, okay, let's do the last one.
I can't even do the
22.
drum roll because of the AI like muting my microphone when I'm not speaking.
Okay, do right now the drum because we have 22 again.
Drum rolls, Rutam is helping out.
Yeah. 19. 19. Okay, we had you, man. Sorry. You're already getting the swag. 10. I think 10 we also had. Yeah, we had George. Come on, George, you already won twice. Oh, Jose would like to, can you send the link again so Jose could also? George, it doesn't count. It doesn't count, man. You're not going to get the swag. You need to contribute more. Dima, tell him that George needs to contribute more.
I've pasted the forums link, so maybe we could see it.
Okay. I will
maybe we can do, Emil, maybe we can do the last one in the end of
no problem. No problem.
So we can keep the, you know.
Okay, so user preference. Okay, I hope you can see it. And this really cool slide. If you can see the toggle here, I don't know, for those who are, it's really cool. But Dima, take it from here.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So let's go back to sharing my screen again. So I will continue from the same kind of story we had of this amazing notification over multiple channels to actually notify when somebody new joins this live event. So as we've seen previously, this message was actually delivered on all of the channels. And in some cases, this is fine, but sometimes as an end user, you would actually want to kind of control the channels you personally prefer to get this notification to. For example, I work a lot with my email, and it's nice for me kind of to make sure that it's like my task and to-do list. And maybe I don't want kind of to spam my chat channels, for example, or the push for my mobile in this case. So right now, when you are visiting the template editor, you could notice a new section here. And this is something actually we are currently working on, also moving to a bit nicer place. So you would see it soon as a different category here. But basically what it allows you as kind of the creator of the template for the notification is to provide the default behavior for this channel. So you could still create a channel and the content of it, but you not necessarily will deliver it by default. So here you can actually configure that. So I can say that out of my channels, if the user hasn't done anything, like he didn't touch his user preferences, you can actually control those toggles here. So by default, we are sending the notification over all the channels here. So, and this is something that you've actually seen. If I open my notification center, I can see so much new notifications that I've just toggled off. And if we're going to send a new notification here, I will actually get another update here. And this is the latest notification that we are seeing delivered here. New thing you can actually notice is the cog icon on our notification center component. And all of those is obviously available on the API as well. And I'll share a bit more on that later. So once you click on the cog icon, you could actually see a list of all the templates the user have. So right now I have one template here, and this is related to this live event configuration here. So if I press on that, I could actually see the different channels that was configured for this workflow. So if you look at that closely, you can see that we have the in-app, we have the chat, and we have the push. So let's say I'm, as a user, maybe this notification is okay for me to get maybe over chat and push, but I don't want to get it on our on the notification center because maybe I have some more important things I want to go there. And this is kind of a lot of people joining this event, and I don't want it to kind of make my inbox flooded with it. So I can just turn off as an end user this channel for me. And let's mark this notification as seen. And now we don't have any notifications. And now when I'm triggering this, basically what happens is that I will not get this notification, but I will still get the chat, and I will still get this push notification right here. So this is something it was really kind of asked, but when we allow more channels, the end users of your application will actually want to control the channels they're receiving those notifications much easier. And this is really the first step. We are providing this. And I'm really excited to see kind of your use cases for this and see how it goes. So we also have a brand new subscriber preference page on the documentation to kind of go over some details on how you can actually integrate it. And also on the React component page, we have another section that actually speaks about the new notification center. This is something we will actually improve over time to provide you. During this patch release, we will be also releasing, extending like the React component, so you can use this information to create your own custom UIs for that. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we'll release it in the next, in the release notes of the next couple of days. It's going to be a small patch version for this one. So another thing I didn't touch, and if you remember, when I went to the cogs, I could see only one template here. And if you remember and you have paid close attention, we actually had two workflows here that I've created. And I couldn't see the password reset notification in my configuration as an end user. And the reason for this is that there is a new flag called a system critical event. Which basically is always sent and the user cannot touch it. He cannot disable it. So imagine that the classical example of the password reset notification, those are notifications you don't want your users to disable because they might get stuck out of the flow of using your application. Imagine it was a two-factor authentication, for example, and they would disable it and then they couldn't join the system anymore. So you can, all the notifications that you want to actually be always sent, you can mark them as critical and your users won't get it and won't be able to change it. And you also will not receive it when requesting this information over the API as well. So this is the subscriber preferences. And before wrapping up, Emil, right, this is the last kind of sharing screen demo for the slides, right?
Yeah, for the demo, yeah.
Yeah, so before I wrap up, I just wanted to kind of provide your attention on something really exciting that is also new. So if you go to the documentation site right now, we have an API reference button here. And this is something you've been working on, and this was requested a lot by you. And David kind of did a really amazing job of annotating most of our modules and endpoints. And if you visit it, this one is basically made from a Swagger JSON implementation, and the amazing design team we are working in created a beautiful layout for it. And if you're curious of how this actually works, if you go to Novu, and then we have the API docs repository there. So you can see it right here. This is the actually code that generates, it's a Gatsby project. If you're curious about how it's built, you can go here and watch it. So in this Swagger documentation, you can see the different endpoints, for example, the subscribers endpoints, and actually like the payload and how it works and all the different properties with some annotations. So go take a look at it. This is something we are keep improving as well. So if you have any suggestions, you found a typo, missing something, create an issue for this, and all of this code is available, and you can check it out and also contribute to that. So that would be it on my side.
Amazing, Dima. Thank you so much. And I believe that it was something that folks around the community were waiting for. And I'm really happy that we were able to deliver it in this release. I believe that we have so much more to come. Right now, we're going to go, we will try to do it briefly. Omer will go briefly through the roadmap, which is really amazing. The fact that we can show it and you guys could see what we are doing and what we will do.
Yeah. Let's so just be conscious of time of everybody here. Thank you so much for joining this evening for us. I wanted to just say a couple of words, and we can continue this conversation obviously in office hours, but many times we're being asked like what's next. So I really wanted to sort of like open source our roadmap, and we'll also share the details online. So the way we see this is that we have our pillars where firstly we wanted to, and with this version we finished getting all the channels as part of the package. So now you guys can send notifications in all existing channels, and you can also do it pretty smartly with the interesting workflows like digest, for example. So touching on workflows, some things we have coming up next is delays and decisions or conditionals, which I think are going to be super useful, especially delays. This is one of the features we are being asked about. And then when we have push release now, the FCM part, and thanks to everybody in Ronnie, the APNS coming very soon as well. So for iOS as well, we'll have probably in a very short time we'll have this as well. So covering push, as you can see here, and in terms of so with push, there are very few very few ways to do it in terms of providers, but with chat, with direct, more commonly known as chat, we're gonna be able to create a template that you can add the specific chat apps that you want. So whether this is WhatsApp or Telegram or Slack or Teams, whatever that might be. Like with emails, you're gonna be able to add the specific one that you want for your business. Then moving on to the next like big stone that we're looking at, that we're actually starting to work on super soon. So next week is really the analytics and the deliverability part, where we're starting with like what we call advanced debugging, or a full observability of the notifications journey. So you'll be able to very quickly answer questions like, what happened to that push notification, whether the user received it, where did it get stuck if it did, and stuff like this. And then moving to the deep insights later on, where you can optimize providers and channels. So you can say, well, I see that this provider at this region, like let's say, an email provider in the US versus like in India or whatever, works better or worse. And you can set some optimizations by understanding those insights. Then I'll just like very briefly touch on, what's next after that is, looking at features of robustness. So say, have a provider as a backup. So you have your SMS provider, but if it's like an SMS and it's critical, you can also set up a backup one, that if that one fails, you can use the other one. talked a little bit about regional optimization, and then when we get to scale, then we'll have a template store where you would be able to use predefined workflows, predefined specific steps. So it would basically make putting together the messages and notifications and how they interact, it would make it very, very easy. It would be a couple of minutes work altogether. So just super, super excited about everything that is to come here. And, obviously we keep saying this because it's so true. Everything that you see here, we've already done, and everything we're going to do. In each one of the features, there's going to be community contribution. So this is what actually makes me super excited. So thanks much. And we'll have a lot of time async over email or in office hours to talk about all of this. So this is just starting the conversation.
Thank you so much, Omer. It was great. I hope you all really enjoyed it. And right now we are a bit tight on time, but we still want to give a chance for all of you maybe to ask some questions, something that you think that could be relevant to this forum. And if not, you can always ask questions over the Discord channel, in direct, like DM me, maybe Dima, Omer, in someone from the core team. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask it right now.
Yeah, and I actually seen that there was a lot of questions during the stream, and we had a lot of folks answering and kind of providing answers. So I've seen quite a lot of questions already. And obviously, feel free to write more, and we can also continue this over Discord and doing the after party on Discord later. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, sure. So if you have any more questions, and if you would like to get in depth for more interesting things, I really believe and know that Dima, Omer, and everyone will be more than happy to answer you and chat with you. And you can do it over Discord the best way. Of course, you can reach out over Twitter as well. And thank you. We want to thank all of you because you are our heroes. And thank you so much for participating in this first live event in the 0.7, the first of many to come. Thank you, Dima, Omer, Novo, for being here, for helping pull this off. You are awesome. And we are, again, kind of apologize and sorry that it took longer than we thought, but well, it's first time. We were really excited. We were really eager to share everything that we could, and we hope that you enjoyed it.
And we have the last swag, don't forget.
Right. Last swag. I will see if, okay. So it's going to be from 5 to 24. 5 to 24. Are you ready for the next swag? 12. Okay, who's 12? Okay, Akash.
I think.
Yeah, cool.
Okay,
Akash.
nice.
Congrats. You won.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
The
So
last one
cool.
for tonight.
Yeah. So all of you who are in this list, feel free to reach out to me. In any case, I will reach out to you tomorrow, the latest, if you will not do it beforehand. And again, thank you all so much. You are awesome. Thank you, my co-hosts, co-panelists. You were amazing as well.
Bye all.
All right. Bye. Goodbye.